Matt, congratulations on your film. Tell us why you made it.
I made it because I've been involved with a lot of projects to do with water and flooding and mitigation against flooding for various agencies and documentary makers, and I felt like I'd accumulated a lot of knowledge about water and flooding, and I wanted to kind of make a almost like a bullet point list of ways that you could mitigate against flood, from very small intervention, someone in their house putting a water butt on their house, right up to kind of Parliament and building, much bigger sort of Thames barrier type projects, and just showing how it could all be interconnected together.
Now, you now have an astonishing experience of making films about green infrastructure and water. Do you now feel that the world is paying more attention to these issues than it was when you started your career?
It certainly feels like it, yeah. I mean, when we first started, green infrastructure wasn't a term anyone had really heard of. You had to kind of search for it on Google and find out what it was and try and get a soundbite to describe what people were talking about. Now when you talk about green infrastructure, you don't even need to mention it because everyone knows what it is. And water, as part of that, has become much more important and much more well known about, probably because it's more in the public eye because of flooding on the news and things like that. But certainly, yeah, to our perception, it feels like water is much more important to people, how we deal with it, and what the future holds in terms of climate change. Yeah.
You are a filmmaker and a landscape architect. Do you think that generally landscape architects are fully understanding the potential of working with water?
It's a good question. I don't know. I feel like from the way I view design with water, because of my experience of making film about it and the kind of agencies that I've been have been clients of mine, I feel like there's so much knowledge that is out there to be tapped into that people could use, but it doesn't seem to me immediately obvious that people are thinking of water first or green infrastructure first right now, to my, on the face of it. But I think it's definitely changing. I certainly feel like a lot of big landscape architecture practices out there are taking a lead on designing with water first, and I think that's probably the way we should approach it, really.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.